Hey everybody, it's Matt from Mutant Horror Movies, and welcome to my end of the month haul for my pickups of October. Some stuff didn't come in, so I'm just gonna wait till it comes later on and put it in my November haul. But I'm gonna show you all the stuff and all the goodies that I've gotten for this month. So again, I hope you all enjoyed my 31 Days of Horror, and now we're in November, so yep, time to move on. All right, so the first pickup I got, I did pick up the Steelbook 3 from Hell. Yeah, I don't know, just figured why not. I like how this slides off and there are like skeletons underneath. I still got to open it up and everything, but not a big Steelbook collector, but figured for the price, I'll pick that up. Next, part of the 22 Shots of Moods and Horror podcast group. In our group, we do, in October, to Secret Santa, we do Secret Satan, where it's just we all buy horror movies for everybody. I hooked them up, and my friend JP actually hooked me up. One of the films that I got from it was 247 degrees Fahrenheit, about a bunch of people stuck in a sauna. So yeah, can't wait to get this one to watch. This was one of the gifts that I got. Next up, I attended a horror sci-fi garage sale, and one of my friends had a booth, and I, of course, picked up Adam Chaplin. He actually had the extended cut from, this one is from Necrostorm. So yeah, never owned it before, so I'm finally adding this into the collection. Can't wait to give that one a watch. I heard it's crazy, so we'll find out. Next from, I think Walmart, Ebony. The Amity Moon. Amityville Moon. Wow. Yeah, I'm doing this at 3 in the morning, so I'm wired and tired at the same time. So this looked like a pretty cool werewolf flick. I saw the trailer. Really piqued my interest. Some people tagged me in Facebook saying, hey, this movie's up your alley. So, of course, I went and picked up a copy. After watching the trailer, it looked like a cool practical werewolf film. I'll get this one to watch sometime soon. It looks kind of fun. Next up, I got Cheap. Never knew this was a horror film. Just thought it was the way it looked. But we picked up Big Bad Wolves. Looks like a cool revenge horror flick. If anybody's seen this one, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on Big Bad Wolves. Next up, we have an upgrade. I found it cheap. We got the Bunnyman Massacre. Now, the third one's kind of hard to find. It's out of print, so sooner or later I'll be getting that one. But I had this on DVD. This is the second one in the Bunnyman movies. The first one you can get in I think it was a 6-pack, like a Highway to Hell. So if you want that on Blu-ray, that's still pretty cheap. This one actually wasn't a bad price. So upgrading Bunnyman Massacre. You know, dude in a bunny suit going around killing people with a chainsaw. Yeah. Another pickup from the Secret Satan that JP sent me, an upgrade of the Burbs. Yes, I love this movie. It's more of a comedy, but it does have a little bit of horror elements. You know, the whole crazy neighbors that are cannibals and everything. So of course I'm adding this into the update. Next up we have Camp Wedding. This looks like a cool, I think it's like a slasher or people hunting people type film. I guess they're trying to have a wedding. The wedding parties there at camps and whatnot, and people are getting picked off one at a time. This looked pretty cool. Let me know if you've seen this movie. Next up, from Culture Shock Releasing, we have Cannibal Hookers and Hookers with a Chainsaw. This just sounds awesome. It's got the artwork right there for the Blu-ray. So yeah, can't wait to give this one a watch. And the cool part is, it came with a vinyl soundtrack. I'm not a big vinyl collector, but starting to get into it. So we add some more vinyl to the collection. So yeah, Cannibal Hookers soundtrack. There's like a couple songs on here. I think a total of 4 songs. So let me just put that over here for now. I don't want that game back. From Makeshift and Temple, we have Chupa. Chupa is based on the Chupacabra. It's that signed edition slipcover. So I can't wait to get this one to watch. I love my Chupacabra films. So yeah, can't wait to dive into that one. Next up is a short. This short was awesome. I hope someday this becomes a full movie or we get a part 2 or whatnot. That is The Conduit. The Conduit's pretty neat. About a guy who falls asleep, and when he does, he opens up these portals, and these creatures come out. Kind of like little demons. There's like weird like giant eel monsters. There's even like a kaiju type monster in the pit later on. So The Conduit. This was actually real good. My other gripe is it's only like 28 minutes long, like a half hour. Oh, I want more. That was so cool. Next up from SRS Cinema, we have the Cthulhu Trilogy. So, got some more Cthulhu H.P. Lovecraft stories added to the collection. If anybody's seen these, let me know what your thoughts on those. Next up, found it for $1 at the Dollar Tree. So, what the hell, why not? I'm into Scarecrow films. And that is Curse of the Scarecrow. I don't know. For $1, we'll see how it is. If it sucks, well, guess what? I wasted $1. I remember this was like at Walmart for like $10 to $12. I thought, no. But when I found it for $1, all right, I'll give it a shot for $1. Severin came in finally. And we have a Day of Judgment. This looks like a cool, I think it's a proto-slasher, or I think it is a slasher from the 70s and 80s. I don't know much about it, so I can't wait to give that one a watch. Upgrade for sure of Deadly Friend from Wes Craven. For some reason, this was expensive on Amazon. I'm like, why is this like $35? So I found a copy at Soundgarden. It did come a little damaged in the corner there, but I fixed it. It doesn't bother me. It's just the slip. I just want the movie. I'm more into the movie than the whole slipcover deal. But it's always a plus game, the slip. Next up we have is Don't Breathe 2, the sequel. Still gotta get around to watching this one. I enjoyed the first movie, so I gotta get this one, the second one to watch. If anybody's seen the part 2, let me know. Next up is another upgrade from Scream Factory. Elvira's Haunted Hills. Now this is a cool how they did this slipcover. I hope they do more of these where it comes out on the side and it's this hard box. Like this is a solid box. It slides right in and it protects it. So cool that Scream Factory did it this way. I hope I see more of these slipcover boxes. But yeah, Elvira's Haunted Hills. Next up we have is Escape Room Part 2. I love the first one. Haven't got around to watching the sequel yet. I've heard mixes on it that it's not good or it's okay. Let me know your thoughts down below on Escape Room Part 2. Another Severin is The Fourth Victim. I think this is another Giallo type film. So another one I did not own. So can't wait to give this one a watch. The Fourth Victim. Next up we have is Fried Berry. This just looks really cool. But I guess an alien possesses a junkie and just takes his body on a joyride, pretty much. A lot of weird shit going on. I can't wait to get this one to watch. Kind of reminds me of a Troma movie. But yeah, Fried Berry looks fucking fun as hell. Next up we have Hell on the Shelf. This is another Polonia Brothers film, pretty much about a killer doll, I think. So, you know, it's a shot-on-video type movie. We'll see how it goes, but I love that artwork. So, a little dude, ready about to stab the kid. Next up, from that horror sci-fi garage sale, is a local horror film called Hellbound. Pretty much a detective who's got to contend with mad scientists, deadly assassins, various mobsters, warrior nuns, redneck survivalists and crazed bombers during a zombie apocalypse. Okay. I got this for like a couple bucks, and this is put out by, what's this? E&H Productions. So we'll see how this goes. Figured support local horror for sure. This was shot, I guess, near me. Next up, we have a double of Horrorthon Volume 1 and Horrorthon Volume 2. Took a while for these to come in, but finally glad to add these into the collection. Some horror shorts. So yeah, let me know if you've seen these. Horrorthons. This one I can't believe I found at Soundgarden for a real good price. This one's out of print. One of those Scream Factory double features. And unfortunately they don't do anymore, but I wish they would. And that is The House Where Evil Dwells and Ghost Warrior. This had it for like 20-something bucks, brand new. It's like, fuck, I don't own it. It's out of print. I'm buying it. So yeah, 24 bucks. I'll buy out of print shit like that. Definitely add this into the collection. Next up, from Code Red. I think it's more of a comedy, but it's pretty much the Hound of the Baskervilles. This is more of like a horror spoof version of it. So can't wait to get this one to watch. I think it's the original Hound, but I gotta add more Hound of the Baskervilles shit to the collection. Alright, I don't know why I'm doing this, but another dollar store DVD that I found called Jurassic Thunder. More dinosaur horror to the collection. Why not? For $1. If it's good, alright. If it sucks, again, to the dump bin it goes, but we'll give it a shot. I'm a sucker for dino horror. Next up is Killer Party. Finally adding this to the collection. Thanks to Scream Factory. I actually did the review for this one on my 31 Days of Horror. So if you want, go check that out if you haven't. But Killer Party. Awesome supernatural slasher. This got an awesome Blu-ray. Then it's Kojak the Night Stalker. Upgrading the big DVD collection. The DVD was okay for picture quality, but I heard this one is phenomenal. I love Kojak. Grew up to this one as a kid. I've got all the shows. I got all these special features. If you can pause, I know my camera's not the greatest, but Kojak the Night Stalker, had to buy that one. Oh yeah. Next up is a horror pack exclusive I got from eBay called The Last Laugh. Looks like a slasher in a like an amphitheater. It's a guy's a stand-up comic, and people are getting picked off around him, and it's got this cool looking mask. So I figured, give it a shot. All right, the next one is considered. It's more of a fantasy movie, but I got this. I'm going to put this in the horror collection because it does have a lot of horror elements. The practical effects are phenomenal, what they did. And that would, of course, we're talking about the movie Legend. Big, thick box set that Arrow put out. Comes with the book and everything. I've never seen this as a kid. Freaked me out. Tim Curry as the devil. Oh, that evil-looking sea witch. So I'm thinking, fuck it. I'm putting this in my horror collection. It definitely has a lot of horror elements. When you go to Count Orlok's Nightmare Gallery, they actually have a couple wax figures of movie characters from Legend. So, what the hell, why not? It's my collection. I can do whatever I want. You can put it in your collection if you want. If you have it in your collection, let me know. Next up, my friend Seth picked this up for me. He found it at his Dollar Tree. I can't find this anywhere. And I'm at the garage sale. And he calls up. He goes, "Oh, shit, Matt." I'm like, "Hey." He goes, "I got that movie for you." Perfect. Thank you so much, man. So, Seth, Film Fan 108, go check out his YouTube channel. And he hooked me up with Little Monsters, another horror comedy zombie film. So, another Zomcom. Gotta get this one to watch. But thank you, Seth. Next up, from SOV Horror, we have Metal Maniac. It's like a cool heavy metal slasher. So yeah, gotta check that one out. Next up, also from Severin, Midnight. This has the cool slipcover, and that's the alternate cover right there. Another one I have not seen, so I can't wait to get this one to watch. So if you've seen this movie, let me know your thoughts on that. Alright, decided to get the Region B Blu-ray of this because, you know me, I love my creature features. And we're talking about Monster Hunter with Tom Sizemore. This, I think it's a German Blu-ray. I actually found this pretty cheap. And I don't know, that monster right there just looks pretty cool. It looks like it's bad sci-fi alien invasion. I'll give it a shot, see how it goes. Speaking of creature features, probably watch this soon, and that is Monsters of War. Don't know much about it. I just saw it on Amazon. I scooped it up. Oh, that thing just reminds me of Starship Troopers. I don't know what it is, but we'll see how it goes. If anybody's seen this one, let me know your thoughts. Next up, I found this weird on Amazon called Movies for the Midnight Hour. It's got, I think it's a bunch of shorts. So if anybody's seen this one, let me know. It's kind of cool. Look, a lot of cool shorts in there. Came with this cool black case. So yeah, Movies for the Midnight Hour. Okay. JP hooked me up with this one too, and from the 22 shots, Secret Satan, The Mummy Shroud, some Hammer horror I did not own, so thank you JP again. Picked up the Mutant Chronicles. Found this cheap on eBay, figured I'll give this one a watch, looks pretty cool. One of those action sci-fi horror mixes. If anybody's seen Mutant Chronicles, let me know in the comments. Next up, we picked up The Night House. This looks pretty freaky. About a woman who loses her husband, and she's at a cabin in the woods type deal, and she keeps finding dark secrets about her dead husband, and there's a spirit or something. We'll see. The Night House. Night of the Animated Dead. Pretty much Night of the Living Dead animated. How cool is that? That they take like a classic and make it animated. I would love to see an animated like Friday the 13th movie, or an animated like Nightmare on Elm Street done well. Not a crappy animated, but awesome style animation. If there's a movie that you ever want to see animated, let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Another horror comedy, mostly more comedy than horror, and that is Nothing But Trouble. I had the old Snapper Case DVD. Had to upgrade this. This movie is funny as hell. Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. John Candy. Dan Aykroyd plays the evil judge. It's got some cool horror elements too, like, you know, the twin brothers who are in a junkyard and they're trying to clean up. They're all deformed and everything. The judge is like dropping people in these ball pits and shit. Yeah, funny movie. From Night Shyamalan, as we have Old. Another one I just had to get around to watching. I've heard some interesting views on Old, so some more Shyamalama Ding Dong stuff. Anibaba from Criterion. I'm glad I held off on that Eureka release. So this was on the sale from the Criterion sale. Had to scoop that one up. Always wanted to add this into the collection. Some old Asian horror. Speaking of Asian, we're going a little Asian anime with Samurai Horror Tales, The Goblin Cat. This just looked pretty weird. Figured, it's weird, I gotta pick this up. If anybody's seen this, let me know. Love that artwork. It's just so fucking freaky. Next up from SLV Horror, we have is The Shape. Finally adding this into the collection. One of those Shonen Video Tales of Halloween. This is out of print now, unfortunately. This is from like 1992. So I'm so happy to add this to the collection. Next up, we have some Spanish horror with The Skull. Saw the trailer to this. This looks batshit nuts. Looks very gory. Looks a lot of fun. If anybody's seen this one, I think it's a Shudder exclusive. So, The Skull. Oh, there it goes. So I dropped The Skull. The Stand. This is the remake or the redo of this. Haven't watched this one yet. I love the original The Stand. So let's see how this one plays off. Again, I've been hearing mixes on this. If anybody's seen The Stand of this version, let me know. We have upgrade of Star Vehicle. This is also known as the Bleeding Lady from Ryan Nicholson. So I had the old weird Burn on Demand Bleeding Lady movie. So this one is a cool upgrade from it, I guess. Pretty much about a guy who's fascinated with this movie star to do everything that he can. So this one I think is more of a post-apocalyptic movie. Steel Dawn, another Vestron release. I hope so because I've been collecting all the Vestrons and this is number 23 of the list. So yeah. If everybody's seen Steel Dawn, let me know. I don't remember this movie as much. So I figured, well, I'll put it with the rest of the Vestrons. Hopefully they all stay horror related. Figured I didn't own it. That's the Stepfather remake. Another remake I did not own. I don't remember this one at all. So if anybody's seen the Stepfather remake. This one I already own, but I found it with the slipcover. I got it for $2. I figured I'm buying it for the slipcover. And that is Survival of the Dead with that cool lenticular cover. I don't know. I asked if I could just buy the slipcover and they said no. So I had to buy the whole thing again. So I just wanted it for the slip. Survival of the Dead with a cool slipcover. Again, for $2, I'll buy it. Next up, we have Teenage Exorcist. This is another one of those Fred Olen Ray releases. It's got Michael Berryman in it. And who else was in there? Come on. Brink Stevens. And there's a couple other people. So yeah, I've always wanted to check this one out. I remember the DVD looked really weird with Michael Berryman with these horns. Next is another pickup from JP from the 22 shots. He bought me Tromeo and Juliet. Some more Troma goodness. I've seen this before. It's fucked up. Another upgrade. There's What Lies Beneath with Harrison Ford playing a really different character. I thought the movie was freaking fun. And last, which I'm still surprised that finally got a Blu-ray. Wow. From Arrow, I've had a couple of them. I've been missing one out of this quadology. And all DVDs are out, these DVDs are out of print and they're hard to find. Arrow comes along and puts out a beautiful box set of the Yosuke Monster Collection. This pretty much has 100 monsters, spooky warfare, along with ghosts and the Great Yukari War. The one I was missing was 100 monsters. So now I got this beautiful box set. That's the side. Comes with them all inside the case. The Great Yukari War was done by Takashi Miike. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The booklet's pretty sick too. It's got a cool artwork in there. So yeah, thick box. Love it. Thank you, Arrow. Alright guys, that's it for my haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts. If you've seen the ones I haven't seen, or vice versa, let me know. I'd like to hear your thoughts, guys. I'd like to read the comments. Have yourself a good one. Later. Peace.